Hey guys, I'm Financial Coach Lennox Jeffrey, and if you're watching this video, that means someone that cares about you is interested in you joining our mission, our crusade, or I sent you this video to show you how we're exposing the difference between whole life and term insurance and how most people have the wrong insurance simply because they don't know the full details that's hidden in the fine print. All right, and on top of that, we're going to show you how to make an extra $250 to $700 per person exposing the truth so you can make extra income to fund the things that your goals and dreams that you need for your future. Let's get started. Okay, so a whole life insurance policy covers you for your whole life, which is why it's called whole life. There's a two-part account. There's insurance and a savings. They'll usually give you $100,000 of coverage. You pay $100 a month, which is called the premium. And in 20 years, you have $20,000 saved in the cash value. That's the savings of the policy. So most people like this. This is why they have it. But there's things they don't teach you about. With term insurance, unlike whole life insurance, it doesn't cover you for your whole life. It covers you for 20 to 30 years, just a shorter period of time, but you can get much more coverage. What I've learned is never to allow them to attach your insurance and your savings together in the life insurance, because there's certain things they could do gimmick-wise to take your money. The average 30-year-old, you cannot buy life insurance, but the average 30-year-old can qualify for $400,000 of insurance and pay under $50 a month. But we say, doing 100 versus 100, take the other $50 and invest it into mutual funds. We have accounts where we will show you that as average 10% interest is the 70s. That's really important because of that interest rate and that 20-year period, and that same $50 going in, that's approximately $40,000 saved in that mutual fund because of the highest interest rate. That's a huge deal, which means that's double in this account than what would have been in your cash value for your life insurance for the whole life anyway. So in that 20-year period, you would have had the $400,000 plus the savings to go to your family. They would get both. Now, why 30 years? Because in 30 years, your kids will be grown, your mortgage will be paid off, and you'll be out of debt, and there'll be less of a need for insurance, more of a need for you to have money to live on. And by that time, you have your retirement accounts, the Roth IRA, a 401k, 403b, investment property, different assets put into place, so you can live off of that, and money can pass down to your family anyway. That's why we say buy term insurance, invest the difference, right? We'll talk more about it if you have other questions. Now, with the whole life, what they're not telling you about is for the first 2 to 5 years, there's no money saved in the cash value, in the savings. So from the time you open up this policy, you actually lost money for the first 2 to 5 years, which is crazy. They use the money to pay the agents and cover administrative costs, which is why you don't know why you're losing your money. That's a big deal. The second thing, they tell you have to borrow your money. I would say if you have to borrow your money, is it yours? It is yours, but it's not. You don't borrow your own money. Not only that, you have to pay it back at a 6 to 8% interest when the account is only growing at 4%. Inflation, which is the cost of living, is at 3%. So literally, you're only getting 1% interest. That's not a savings. Then, if you have $100,000 in a policy, plus $20,000 saved after 20 years in the cash value. So that's a total of $120,000. Shouldn't your family get the whole $120,000 if something were to happen to you? They should, but the company pays out the $100,000 and they keep all of your savings. So all the money that took all this time to build up, they actually keep that. The reason why, remember what I said, separate the insurance from the savings? You have to separate it because when it's attached, you only get one or the other. You do not get both. So that's a big deal. And what I've learned is this is not even a savings. This is a holding spot to us in case you don't make a payment, so they can pull the money from here plus the 6 to 8% interest, and then use that money to deduct that to keep your policy going. And most people don't know that. That's how they're able to keep your money. And let's say you borrowed $10,000 from this account, and you died and did not pay it back. Are you aware that they'll take the $10,000 plus the 6 to 8% interest and then deduct it from your overall amount? And at the end of the day, if you make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, how long will $100,000 last your family if something were to happen to you? It's not even enough coverage. So we say get 4 times the coverage through a term and invest the savings so you can have money for your future. That's a big deal. We're looking for people. We are looking for people to join our business to show them how to buy term insurance, invest the difference. If you already have a policy or you need to get coverage, what we tell you is if you have a policy, do not cancel your insurance. See what you qualify for, meet with myself or someone on my team, see what you qualify for first. Once you qualify and it goes through, you can now take all the cash value out of this, cancel this policy, and then you can have the coverage. We can use the savings to fund your emergency fund, show you how to get out of debt. Of course, you have the life insurance, help you set up a retirement account, funds for your kids, you want to buy a house or investment property, you have the money to be able to use it. That's a big deal. Now, in terms of money-wise, while we're looking for people to get this information out, if you did it as a 3-day class to pass the life insurance exam, it's not even hard. You would make $250 to $700 per person, and you don't even have to lose your job or leave your job. And working 5 to 10 hours a week tops, you can make a big difference. You can help unlimited people. There's no quotas. You can make money doing this thing, and everybody has this. We only touch 2% of the market. Now, if you want to build a team, every time we teach someone how to do it through our training program, where you don't do it yourself, we're actually helping you, you would make $250 to $700 also. So if this is interesting to you, and you either want to become a client or you want to learn how to make money exposing the truth between the difference between whole life and term insurance, get with the person that sent you this video or myself, and we're happy to share more information with you to show you the next steps. I'm Lennox Jeffrey, the financial coach, and it's a pleasure being able to present this material to you. Have a good one.